Episode 11 of My Perfect Stranger picks up right where we left off. Hae-jun is in a state of shock over the hairbands. Mi-suk leaves the scene, though, as it becomes clear that Chang-ae, the waitress from the tea shop, is his mother. When Hae-jun leaves too, Yun-woo speaks to Chang-ae, who's more than a little freaked out to learn his name. This is the same name that the pair have discussed calling their baby, which we know is exactly what happens in the future. Anyway, Hae-jun reflects on how he never liked Chang-ae from the start, with a rather amusing scene of her trying to help him eat an egg and mothering him in the cafe and the yolk breaking and staining his shirt. Hae-jun reassures himself, reciting that she's just a stranger and trying to abide by that mantra. And as we have it, 2 weeks pass without incident. We're up to June 1st, and Yoon-young has been having recurring nightmares all this time. Hae-jun, though, has been checking in on Yoo-seop to make sure he's okay and broach for details. It turns out Joo-young actually returned to town because of Yoo-seop. The pair wanted to leave together. He's actually the reason she came there in the first place, as it was the anniversary of her parents' passing. Should they leave, the pair had no idea when they'd be able to return, given that the police were after them. Yoo-seop wanted to wait it out, intent on spending the day with his younger brother. That's why they were hiding in the same abandoned house that Kyung-hee was found in. Hae-jun deduces that she followed them, and then they became friends. Kyung-hee wanted to help them and showed up that night. So it seems like this may be a connection, but similarly, the matchbox has the phrase, "A woman who reads is dangerous," which is another big takeaway here. Why write this? Well, things get even stranger when Hae-jun tells Yoon-young that Kyung-hee showed up that night at the house because she had something to give Joo-young, that something being a book. All the victims had a book with them, which means the culprit may have taken it with him. Over at Sunni's place, she reflects on moments spent with Kyung-hee, but she seems to have misplaced some of her gear, including the notebook she was writing in. And this is, of course, the time where Mi-suk takes the work and hijacks it for herself. There are reporters all over school, and everyone believes her to be truly gifted. When Sune confronts her about it, promising not to stay silent, Mi-suk threatens her. In fact, Mi-suk goes so far as to warn that she may end up just like Kyung-hee if she carries on. As she cries silently, Mi-suk leaves the room and runs into Yoon-young, antagonizing her too. Yoon-young encourages Sune, though, going so far as to tell everyone about her mom's talent in confronting the publishers. Mi-suk is there too, and Sune shows off the manuscripts she's been poring over, including an entire chapter she left out. She also knows everything about the story and encourages the publisher to ask her loads of questions, because Mi-suk certainly won't be able to. The publisher starts looking through the documents, and as a result, Sune comes out on top. The author's name is going to be switched, and he's now aware that Mi-suk messed up and plagiarized her work. So how does this affect the present? We'll have to wait and see. For now, though, this is truly a happy day for all involved. All except Mi-suk, whose mom goes absolutely ballistic back home, lashing out at her daughter and blaming her for messing up. As Mi-suk heads out into the street, she sees all the posters and books being taken down. Elsewhere, Yoon-young has another nightmare and wakes up breathing heavily. She meets up with Hae-jun out in the garage and reflects on her dream. Despite dealing with Mi-suk's tyrannical grip over publishing and her mother's misery, she's still not sure why she's experiencing these night terrors. Over with Mi-suk, it turns out she was there that night when Min-soo fell off the bridge. She helped him up, but he actually beat her down, given that she hurt his arm. And her reaction? To laugh hysterically while sitting under the bridge. Now, in the present, Min-soo passes out in the alleyway, as it seems like he's been drugged. Mi-suk shows up at the police station and tells Beck that she could die. She claims to have seen the culprit, and points the finger at Min-soo. As the episode closes out, Yun-woo speaks to Hae-jun and points out that he knows about the matchbox and the murders. And he actually found the matchbox in the living room. Yun-woo seems to think that Hae-jun could well be the killer. As Hae-jun tries to explain himself, Yun-woo backs up.